It is Arkey Hodges here, president of the Black Achievement Fund. And as you all can see, I am here on our land in Toomsboro. And if you were at our last monthly members meeting, you would know that we recently received our topographical and subdivision survey for the 94-acre plot of land that I'm standing on. So now that we know where everything is, we can begin the process of putting in our infrastructure. And today we are with one of our members, Brother Noble, who is drilling our very first well. So I'm going to pull it over, turn over to Brother Noble for a little bit. First off, let me see. I gotta turn this camera around. Brother Noble, you want to stand a little bit closer to the machine? This is Brother Noble Rashid Bey, and he is drilling our very first well on the property. I'm excited to be able to reach out to another black person to be able to do this and a Black Achievement Fund member at that. Brother Noble's been a longtime member and has done a lot of work. He actually cleared um, the 14 acres, well, 12 acres that you see cleared out here now. So, Brother Noble,
Yes, sir.
a lot of people are very, very curious about the process of drilling a well. We have a lot of members who have land of their own that is undeveloped and interested in knowing more about the process of building a well. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yes, I can. Grand Rising family. I'm Noble Rashid Bey. I've been drilling wells since for about 10, 15 years. And I have a partner. And my partner is my wife. She's not here right now. She's at the one of our friends' house because she's doing something else. But her and I have been doing this for about 15 years. But what you see here is it's called a rig. This is not the whole setup. It consists of a motor, pumps, drilling rods, bits. So it's a whole big process. And what you see now is this system here. There's a pounding system that sometimes the European use. They pound the pipe into the ground and they find water that way. My system is a drilling system, an actual bit that drills down through the earth. And when I get water, the machine, now it's kind of spiritual. It's funny.
Mm.
When this machine hits water, it stops, and I can't. And it won't let. And it won't allow me to go no further. It becomes a I don't know, a spiritual thing, but that's what happens. So when I find water with this type of setup, it'll stop. And when I
Wow.
pull all the piping out and I get my baler to go down and check the water, it's there. And well water, again, let me speak a little bit about well water. Well water is groundwater. Groundwater runs off rock. The rock actually purifies the water itself. And when it runs off the rock, it's collecting minerals. So you really, if you can get a good well, it's more beneficial for you, more healthier for you, because it's more alkaline water. So when you get city water can be poisonous because they put chlorine in it.
Mm.
So if you can ever run into someone that does well, drill a well, you jump on it because that's better for you and your family. So I'm excited about doing it. This part of the area is a little different. I did one here with another family, and it turned out well. So this I'm excited about because it's a little different area. It's going to teach me more about Georgia's the way Georgia works. I drilled mostly in Florida. When I ran into Brother Arkey and Ashley and a few other people, it was exciting to come to Georgia because it was a new frontier. So I'm excited about it. I'm just really happy to be a part of the family of brothers and
Awesome.
sisters that's all about building, doing. And I'm just happy. And I thank the ancestors for the opportunity.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. How long in general does it take to find water when you're building a well? What's the average?
Uh, it depends. Okay, Florida. I drill mostly in Florida. Florida has an aquifer. When you drill there, you drill through the rock. It just depends how the elevation is. My house, 50 feet. Some places have to be 80 feet. Some places in Florida, 15. So it just depends. Now, here in Georgia,
I'm gonna get my net. Hold on. Go ahead. You can keep talking.
okay, yeah, in Georgia, it just depends. I'm still learning. I'll find out. This well here will teach me about this area, and that way, once I drill this well, I'll know how and where the water is. Uh, the last one I did in Georgia, it was lower down there. I went down 50 feet. It was there. The water was
Mm,
there. I don't know what I'm gonna run into here, so that's what it is. So generally, it takes. If I was doing wells in that area, it'd take 2 days, 3 days. See, because 50 feet is not real far for this machine here. It'll run right through it. Now Florida, some places is 80 feet. That takes about a week. So
mm,
it just depends. It just depends on the area and where you're at. The lower lying areas, it's easier. The higher elevation, it's harder. It
got
takes
you.
more rods, takes more bits to go down through it.
Okay. And what's the maintenance like for a well like this?
Okay, what you would use as far as a pump, you will put they call a submersible pump. The pump will actually go in the ground all the way down to the water. You won't see it. You have a pipe come up, hook to your house, and then a pipe that hook. Yeah, you hook the pipe to your house, and it'll flow water from there. It's just one pipe, and you won't see it. No noise, quiet. It's just real quiet type of situation there as far as a pump. And
Okay.
that's about it. Yeah, it's just one pump. You know, that's what we use now. It used to be over here. Sometimes when you see when you go to other people's houses, you'll see a pump that sits on top. But now they have pumps that go in the ground, and the one on the top used to make a lot of noise. You hear it because it's on and
Mm,
off. The submersible goes in the ground quiet. It just
mm.
hum. You'll hear a humming. Shuts on and off, and that's better. And the maintenance is easy because what they used to use, as far as the casing, they used to use steel. Now I use PVC. The steel used to rot away after about 30 years. Rot away.
Mm.
It will cause a lot of dirty water, corrosion in your water, brown water. PVC never rots away. It stays clean, and it's easy to pull. The submersible is easy. You put it in when it goes bad, you pull it out. Excuse me, and replace another one.
Mm.
And I usually do use. Excuse me. I usually put in a 4-inch well. When they first started, the Europeans first started, they was using 2-inch wells. 4-inch wells, you get more water. So that's what I'm
Mm.
putting in here is a 4-inch well.
Okay.
That's
And what about the filtering system?
yeah. I put a filter on it. It just depends. Now, I recommend always putting a filter on it. Some places the water is super pure. I mean, you can
Mm.
just right away drink. But it's not good to do that nowadays. The way the environment is, a lot of pollution. When you get a well, have it tested. But what I do is always put a filter on it just to make sure. So when I put a filter on it, I'll have a glass of water, pour the water in it, make sure it's super clear. You don't see no sediment, and the taste should be good too. But yet, still, it's best to have it tested.
Yeah,
So
well, one of the things about where we are in Wilkerson County, we're required to have a well permit, and part of that well permit is that they have to test the water that first comes up, and they test the water for E. coli and some other bacteria that could be harmful to you in the water. But yeah, the county makes sure that you have clean, fresh water, and that pass. So that's one of the good things about the county is that they are familiar with the process of well digging. In fact, for a lot of people who don't know, Wilkerson County, all of the water in Wilkerson County is well water. So all of the homes and businesses that are within Wilkerson County's county lines for water, the water that they're receiving is well water. The county operates three deep water wells that are around 1,400, 1,500 feet deep, and they supply all of the homes and businesses that are connected to the county's water source. So, well water is how, a lot of counties across the United States receive their water. And like Brother Noble said, depending on where you are, if you're in an untapped area like we are, the water that you're pulling up is actually mineral water. It's coming off of rocks. So today it's been raining, and that has put a damper on our activities. So we're going to let Brother Noble continue doing his work for today. And I have to go with him to run an errand for the well process. So I'm going to let him do his thing, but I'm going to walk around the land so some of you who've never seen the land, how it looks, so you can get an idea of what we have here in Toomsboro. Thank you, Brother Noble.
You're most welcome.
All right. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, we are a short 2 hour drive from Atlanta. If you are over there on the McDonough side of town, or Stone Mountain, Covington, Conyers, we are an hour and 30 minutes, an hour and 45 minutes. As you can see, I was cutting the grass, but it started raining, so I had to stop. But right now, we are in the process of building our glamping village on the land. And the glamping village is going to give everyone an opportunity to come out and enjoy the land in real comfort. We have some amazing, amazing, amazing um, canvas tent cottages, fully air conditioned, as well as stoves for nights in which it gets cooler and things like that. We have some that'll be sitting on their own private decks, some that'll be sitting on the grass, but all of them will be air conditioned. In addition to that, they all have real furniture, real mattresses, nice decor, but you'll be out here like glamping like a queen or king when you come out here. And we're not hitting people over the head to come out here and rent these tent cottages. They're actually going to be very reasonable, starting at $100 a night for Black Achievement Fund members. We're also planning for our July 5th drive-in Southern Soul concert that is going to be on the land, and that is being produced by one of our members, Mark from DAT Promotions, and he has been promoting this event far and wide. We here at the Black Achievement Fund are really happy to be able to have black owned land, that we can have events like this with our own people. We can come out, enjoy ourselves in peace and safety. This is one of the platforms that our glamping tent cottages are going to sit on. These are huge 24 by 24-foot platforms. We'll have the trampolines out here, the volleyball net, all the sporting equipment. You can bring your ATVs, hike the trail. Y'all hear that sound? I'm just gonna shut up and let y'all just listen to the peace and tranquility out here. And what you see cleared is just 14 of the 94-acre plot of land that I'm standing on. For our Black Achievement Fund members, for those of you who've just been on the sidelines watching us, one of the things that share with you all is that our organization is about results. We're not just about talk. Land ownership is the foundation to our success as a people. When we were freed from enslavement, the very first thing that black people sought to do after reunion with lost loved ones was to buy land, understanding that ownership of land was the key to real freedom. Through the land, you have all sorts of self sustaining economic possibilities. Through the land, you can build your own home, drill your own well. Once we drill this well, we're tapping into nature. We don't pay anybody a water bill or anything. Look at here. We got, where are we? These right here are maypops. They're part of the passion fruit family. And we got tons and tons and tons of these out here. We have wild blueberries, tons of blackberries, muscadine grapes, all growing naturally. No pesticides or anything. Tons of rabbits out here. Yes, Miss Faith, this is the well is on the 94 acres. We have prickly pear, cactus growing naturally on the land. But it's absolutely beautiful out here. Tomorrow, the engineer from the electric company is coming out here so that we can point to him where we want all of our electric poles and wiring in the community. So we'll have water this week, and depending on what I hear tomorrow, we'll have electricity as soon as possible on the land as well. So when you come out here, you won't have to bring any generators. You won't have to bring any camping equipment. We already have charcoal grills, propane grills, fryers. You'll be able to rent a beautiful tent cottage. And we're just going to continue to build and build and build out here until we have our own private paradise. And we ain't stopping here either. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Did anybody have any questions about the well, the process, the land? Yes, there is electricity available. Electricity is actually located on the street, Old Balls Ferry Road. So they're going to be running electricity from the road all throughout our community based on the road system that we have in our subdivision survey. We are officially launching our glamping cottages on July 1st. So, for any of you who are interested in being one of the first to rent them, you'll be able to go online as members and get the huge member discount. And even if we don't have our electricity from the county out here by July 1st, each of the glamping tents will still have electricity via its own dedicated generators. So you'll still have air conditioning, AC, um, electricity, and all of those things. But July 1st, you will be able to come out here now and rent you a nice cottage and enjoy the land in style. All summer long, we have events that are going to be here on the land, sponsored by one of our members, Mark of DAT Promotions, once again. And he's actually coming out here today. Hopefully, I'll be able to go live with him as well so he can share with you some of the things that he has planned for the land. So, if you have not been out here, come July 1st, you'll be able to come out and actually glamp in style. Or if you want to come out here now and camp out with your family, you're more than willing to do, more than able to do so. You can just contact us at info@baf.solutions. We have members come out here virtually every weekend. Yes, this land is right around the corner from the Black Achievement Fund, 6 acres. But the Black Achievement Fund also owns land here on the 94 acres as well. And that land that the Black Achievement Fund owns is in the very front of the community. When you first drive in, before you get to the area where we are, is where we're going to have the clubhouse. And on the opposite side of where I am is also where we're going to have the farm. So after Brother Noble drills the well for the glamping village, he's going to go over to the farm and drill the well for the farm so that we can begin our farming operations. Brother Ron, we're going to do the official drawing for the TV this week. I'm going to do one more big push starting tomorrow for raffle sales. Thanks for bringing that up. For all of you who are listening, we are about to have our official drawing for the 65-inch screen TV that was donated to us by Brother Ronald Wesby. So if you're interested in winning a brand new 65-inch TV, get your raffle tickets. They are on our website on the home page, but you'll be seeing every single day tomorrow leading up to the drawing. You'll see an email from us with an opportunity for you to get your raffle tickets. Thanks again, Brother Ronald. We sincerely appreciate that. And then we'll tally up how much money we made off of that event and let you guys know on Sunday. If you live out of state, The TV will be shipped to you. It's already boxed up, ready for shipping. And we have a commercial account, so your shipping shouldn't be that expensive. I'm thinking around 40 bucks. And that's anywhere in the continental US. But we will ship it to you from our headquarters. As of right now, the Black Family Reunion is still happening, and that event will be here Labor Day weekend. And I believe the dates are August 31st through September 3rd or something like that. And you'll start hearing more about that as the summer comes along. And once again, that event is being 100% sponsored by DAT Promotions, which I am so thankful for because we don't have the headache of putting it together, and we get to just come out and actually enjoy ourselves for a change. And all of you Black Achievement Fund members, ambassadors, volunteers know every time we have an event, we're working, so we don't get to enjoy the events. So I'm so thankful that we now have a bona fide promoter within our ranks who knows how to do this well, knows how to do the marketing well, and all of those things, and we can just show up and enjoy ourselves. And for Black Achievement Fund members, if you want to vend during these concerts, we have vending opportunities, and they are dirt cheap for members. $50 for non-food vending, and $100 for food vending for members only. I'm gonna be out here vending July 5th, making some money. So if you are a BAF member in the area and you want to come out, please come out, hang out with us, and we will have tents, glamping tents available for that event. All right. We only have five that'll be available right now. So it's going to be on a first serve, first come, first serve basis. And I will be back out here this week once we actually have the glamping ACs running, beds in, and all of that to show you guys what we have for you when you come out. Someone asked about property taxes. Yes, there are property taxes to pay once you buy a house. Right now, the property taxes on one of the 1 acre lots that are available is around $100 a year in taxes. But once you build your house on it, the taxes will go up based on the local tax rate. I enjoy the land already as is. I can't wait to get these ACs out here. We also, once this water, this well is out here, we're gonna have beautiful outdoor showers with hot water. Everything is finally starting to come together. Just takes time sometimes. Time, belief, dedication, faith, all of that good stuff. And for all of you Black Achievement Fund members who are also members of the African Village, please remember to send your prayers out for Dr. Ray, our board member and spiritual teacher. We are praying that his health is restored and that he's strong enough to receive this kidney in a few weeks. I have not been back down to the creek, Miss Faith. I got bit by yellow jackets last time I was at the creek, so I haven't been back down there. I'm waiting for the contractors and them to come back down and finish fully doing the trail for the creek before I go back down there. And the houses. We are still in process of closing on our loans for the first two houses that we're building on the opposite side of this 94-acre lot. So we got traction on all fronts. We're building our A-frame houses. The first house is 1,721 square feet. The second house is 2,247 square feet. You'll get to see in person what one of these structures look like. You'll get to go inside, see how they function and feel. We have a total of 45 1-acre lots available. Of those 45 1-acre lots, 8 are already sold, pending 9. And once we sell those lots are sold, done deal. We need a good landscaper. So if anyone out there is a professional landscaper, or if you know of a professional landscaper, please have them contact us. They can reach me directly at arkey@baf.solutions. And for those of you who are curious, we are not in a redneck part of Georgia. All right. Toomsboro is 50% black. The mayor is an African American female. The police chief is a black male. And we're in an unincorporated part of Toomsboro. So we pretty much do what we want back here undisturbed, and we're not surrounded by enemies. It is hot out here, y'all. The rain stopped. It stopped me from cutting grass. I was about to get back on the lawnmower, but not right now. Brother Noble and I are about to go to the river, which is right at the end of our street, to fill up the water tank so that he can begin drilling. We didn't really talk about that part, but water. You want to talk a little bit, brother, about the water requirement? I was just telling them we're about to go get the water from the river for the drilling process.
Right. This is a circulation system. When I have to use water because when you use water, you drill down, the water flushes the dirt. The bit will go down. With the water flushes the dirt to the surface and the hole is clean. And if you didn't use water, it would bury your bit and you can't pull it out. So what the water does is free up and keeps it clean and where it keeps going down without being uh, piled up on. Where the dirt doesn't pile up on the bit and it just comes up and just stays nice and clean and the hole is nice and clean. So you have to use water on this system here. But like I was telling you before, the pounding system is where you don't have to use water. They pound it through the earth, pound it all the way down to the water, and then once the water breaks, they hit the water comes up through the pipes, and they're done. Yeah. So there's
Okay.
different ways to drill.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I'm about to sign off because we got a lot of work to do. Remember, we're about action and not just talk, 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 talk. So if you want to be down with the team, join us, baf.solutions. I am sounding off. If you guys have any questions, hit me up, Arkee, ARKEE, at baf.solutions or info at baf.solutions. Peace.
Can I put these in there?
Mm.